Using a presentation variable. A presentation variable can be created as part of the process for creating a column or variable prompt. When a part of the column prompt, it is associated with a specific column and text on that column's value. If part of a variable prompt, you define the values that the prompt can have as it is not associated with any specific column. The name and value of the presentation variable is determined by the user when it is initially declared or when it is referenced in the analysis dashboard or agent. To add a presentation variable using a variable prompt, you will perform the following steps. Create a new variable dashboard prompt that creates a region presentation variable. Click on the new dashboard prompt and select the paint subject area. Once the definition pane opens, you click on the add new variable, then variable prompt. The new prompt dialog box appears. If any of the previous steps you had created a presentation variable, this is the point at which you can enter it. This is an example. Variable region. Then we'll repeat the name in the label text box. Then we'll select choice list for user input. And then we'll select all column values for choice list. And then the dialog box should appear as shown in this screen here. Then you select column, and in the select column dialog box, select the region. We'll expand the market and we'll pick region and click OK. Once the region has been identified and selected, then you go ahead and click OK. And that creates the presentation variable prompt. But if you realize that you wanted to make some additional changes to the prompt that you just recently created, the region prompt, you click on it and you click on edit, and brings up the edit prompt dialog box. We want to modify some of the advanced options, then you go ahead and expand the options section and select specific value from the default selection drop down list. And that expands the selection value box. Click the select values icon, and in the select values dialog box, select central, and click OK. Click OK again and save the prompt as region variable prompt in the paint reports folder. And you can give it a short description. Click OK. At this point, you can click the preview icon to preview the prompt. Kind of gives us an idea of what this prompt looks like. These are different regions that appear, but if you recall that we had selected a specific value for when the prompt is invoked, which is to the central region. That's why we have a check mark against it. And you can close out this window. After we close the preview window, we go to the home page where we can create an analysis. We want to create an analysis that uses the variable regions presentation variable that we created, and this should be used in a static text view as a filter. A static text view adds static text in the results. You can use HTML to add banners, tickers, ActiveX objects, Java applets, links, instructions, descriptions, graphics, and so on in the results. Create an analysis by clicking on the analysis option on the left. Then choose the paint subject area. Expand the time and drag over the gray gear. Go to the product. Bring in the brand. Go to the market and include the region from there, and then finally get the dollars from the fact table. Click on results to view the results tab. Once the results come up, click on new view, other views, and static test. Static test. That option has been added at the bottom. So we want to move the static text above the table view. So we'll click on it and drag it, and then drop it in this section. Next, click the edit view icon on the static text view. In the static text editor, reference the variable regions variable. Recall where we entered this short description, and we want to reference it, so we'll go to the beginning. And what we want to do is we want to enter the text that says that this analysis is for the region variable. And the syntax is you enter the @ sign and then close it out. Note that your entry is previewed below the static text dialog box as shown here. Click Done and save your analysis as the regions by market, or market by regions rather. And then you will notice that the text that you've added appears there, and you save it as market by region, and then you click OK. Select the criteria tab. In the filters pane, click the create a filter, and then select market regions, and in the new filter dialog box, click add more options and then select presentation variable. In the variable expression field, enter the variable name var region. Notice that you can also specify a default value for the variable, but in this case the default is given by the variable prompt, which is set to default central region. Click OK and the filter should appear below in the filters pane. Select the results tab page. Because the variable dashboard prompt has not been run, the var region presentation variable has not been populated with a value. Because of this, no results from the analysis meet the filter requirement. Save the analysis. and add the analysis and the variable prompt to the dashboard. Add the analysis and the variable to my dashboard. Select dashboards and then my dashboard. And then click page options to go to the edit dashboard option. Then you click on edit. Add a new column to the left of column 1, and then navigate to the Paint Reports folder and select the Market by Region Analysis and drag it to the new column that you've just added. Then we'll navigate down to the Paint Reports folder, and we want to bring in the Markets by Region report, which we just modified with the variable, and then add it and save it. Navigate to the region variable prompt and drag the prompt above the newly added Market by Region report. And then save the dashboard and run it. You notice that the dashboard has been modified and it has a little bit more content now. And notice the different brands that have been populated here, but only one region, because this variable prompt which has been demonstrated here was meant to filter out central region, if you recall from an earlier step. Click the drop down list for the dashboard prompt and then select Eastern region, apply, and you notice that the results now show for the Eastern region. This is kind of how you make the dashboard interactive, and as we go on in this lesson you can see the importance of knowing how to use variables in dashboard, because dashboards are some of the most important topics that you need to know and understand while you are working with Oracle Business Intelligence, and this point cannot be overemphasized. In summary, you have learned how to create analysis and add graphs and work with formatted analysis and graphs. You've created and worked with several types of views, explored my dashboard and added new dashboard page, created a dashboard prompt, and created a variable prompt from presentation as a presentation variable. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to showing you the next steps in this lesson.